So, the Baby Metal fandom is simply delusional. Now, I got into Baby Metal itself in 2021, but I knew nothing about the fandom or the members, just the music. Um, but then I got into Sakata Queen in 2022, and then I got into the fandom in 2022 as well. So, yeah, let's get into this. So this video will be split into four parts. Basically, Yuki's departure, Momoko, the grown men of the fandom, and Makuhari Messe slash Fox Day. So let's get into it. So, Yui's departure. This is like the biggest thing in this fandom, and it really split the fandom. In my opinion, like the fandom split in half when Yui left. One half is unable to move on from Yui or the past Baby Metal, and the other half is like more welcoming to the new things. So it all started when Yui did not show up in 2017. You know, the Legend S performances. Now the crowd was really supportive of this. Like they, even though Yui was not there, they were still there for Sue and Moa. So it was mostly positive until she continued to not show up at all, and then she finally left in 2018. Now I'm gonna read her departure note. To all the fans, my continued absence has been a while, and I'm sorry for causing trouble for many people. Though I've reconsidered many times over, I have come to the decision that I'm resigning from Baby Metal at this time. And a lot of people say like, oh, but she's still contracted to Amuse. Like, she's still on the website. So, I mean, but she resigned from Baby Metal, not Amuse. Why would she still like? Like, I'm confused about that. Like, she blatantly said like, oh, I'm leaving Baby Metal, not Amuse. But okay, whatever. She said, I'm truly sorry that my decision will cause trouble for the members and all of those who've been supporting Baby Metal. Also, I'm sorry for causing sadness for all the fans who've been supporting Baby Metal. Although I also had a strong desire to stand on stage once again, my physical condition is not perfect even now. I also have the feeling of to want to go towards my dream that I have had from before as Mizuno Yugi. Now that entire sentence right there proves that she didn't just leave because of her physical condition. A lot of people like focus on the physical condition part and not the I have another dream, because people act like she was booted from the Baby Metal. Like, no, she left on her own accord because she also just wanted to. She had other things that she wanted to do. People ignore that part, but always focus on the injury. Like, no, she has another thing that she wants to do. Which is why I made my decision like this. I am grateful to have had the privilege of receiving precious experiences as Baby Metal. I felt blessed every day. It was fun and happy time with the live shows where everyone smiled and became one. I will work hard with great effort to be able to meet with everyone again someday as Mizuno Yui, not Yui Metal. I don't know why people thought she was going to come back, but like, she said Mizuno Yui, not Yui Metal. Like, no indication that she'd ever come back. I truly thank you for the past 8 years, Mizuno Yui. So this message was like very obviously like, oh, a goodbye letter. She's not coming back. She'll probably come back one day as like herself, not Yui Metal. But she said her piece. She was like what, 17 or 18 at the time that she wrote this letter. Like, I think she was 18 when she wrote this. Like, she was a teen. She has other things that she wants to do. You know, she's been doing Baby Metal and other entertainment industry things since she was literally a baby, just a little girl. So her wanting to leave Baby Metal as a teenager because she wants to do other things is a normal thing. So people did not take this well at all. Not at all. At all. They did not take this well at all. They say, oh, thank you for everything, Yui, but sooner or later, they became obsessive over this girl. Now, for how Koba handled it, so obviously they didn't have the time to get a backup dancer in the Legend Dance show. So they first had the little chosen 7 dancers, who were 7 dancers who performed with metal during their dark era. And it was cool, but people were hating on these dancers for replacing Yui. And they did the exact same thing for the Avengers, who were more of a permanent system that were three rotational dancers containing Riho, Kano, and Momoko. They were rotational dancers. They hated on those dancers too, because solely because of the fact that they weren't Yui. But I feel like Yui would have never came back anyway. So what do you want them to do? Just dance with Moa and Sue? Like no, like it was never gonna work out like that. I think the way Koba handled it was really well, like especially because Yui left so like out of nowhere, especially with their new album coming out in the next 2 years. They had things going on. Like they had to get this done. So they had the Seven Chosen Ones, they had the Avengers. It was a good system for a while. Um, and I think it worked pretty well. I think it did. And so Yui was not in Baby Metal for 5 years. It's almost been six. I think it will hit six this year, but I'm not so sure. It's been five. I calculated it. It was 5 years and 5 months since she's been gone, so I think it might hit 6 months, 6 years soon. So yeah, that entire like era just really ruined the Baby Metal fandom, in my opinion. I feel like the fandom was already bad as it is, like based off what people have told me. But I feel like the whole Yui departure thing and the Seven Chosen Ones and the Avengers really just ruined the fandom because they don't know how to handle people that are not Yui dancing with Sue and Moa. Next is Momoko. Momoko has been a big metal really since 4 years at this point. It's been like 3 years in like 8 months, but it will hit 4 years this year, and it will hit 5 years next year, which will be the same amount of time that Yui has been gone for. And people are still not accepting Momoko. She was, I'm pretty sure 16 when she first got into Baby Metal, and she was getting hated on for her body or because she wasn't Yui, and it was honestly so disrespectful. I remember watching a video of people like throwing like this like bottles and stuff at Momoko and like a jacket at Moa, and I'm just like, why are you being so disrespectful? Like it's honestly so crazy to me. Like this little girl, like this 16-year-old girl, learns all the choreography for Big Metal songs, and no one appreciates it. Gosh. Anyways, her amount of concerts that she'll be performing this year will literally double from her last performances. Like she's already performed the most out of all the Avengers, but she will be doubling her performances this year. And it will almost match up to how many performances Yui has done. Almost like by next year, she will be doing more performances than Yui has ever done. That is honestly crazy, and people still try to like diminish what she's done. That is so crazy to me. So crazy to me. People think that her dad plays a part of how she got into Baby Metal. And when I tell you her dad most likely does not care, I'm telling you he probably does not care what she does. I don't think he even pulled strings so that he can like I don't think he's that powerful, y'all. He's just a comedian, a popular comedian. I don't think he has the power to do pulling strings to get Momoko to become the new member. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Like there are so many theories of why Momoko would not have become the new member. Her weight, her height, like can she even speak English? Like does that even matter? Like they don't even really speak English that much. Like it's honestly crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Whatever. Next is the grown men of the fandom. And this part of the fandom is really what pushed me away from Baby Metal, the fandom, because y'all are honestly crazy. And this is mostly on Reddit and Twitter and whatever. So, the thing that I noticed in this fandom is that they hate every single album, whether it's a good one or a bad one. They hate every single album that is not the first one from like 2010. They hate every single one because, oh, it's not kawaii enough. They're not singing about chocolate anymore. They don't sing Catch Me If You Can anymore. They don't do all those kawaii cute things anymore. They're not 12. They're not 10. That's why. They're not 10 years old. They're not they're not 11. They are in their 20s. Sue is 20, Moa is 23, and you would be the same age. They are not in their 20s anymore, teens anymore. They are adults. I'm sorry, but if I was in my 20s still having to sing all of those older songs, I would want to leave because I don't want to keep singing, oh, Ine, Ine, yeah, yeah, Ine, Ine. And even I'm so sick of Gimme Chocolate. I'm so sorry. I am so sick of that song. I don't get how they can still perform it because I'm so sick of it. But like, if they're having fun, they're having fun. But in my opinion, if if they were still making songs like that and performing songs like that literally every single year, literally all the time, I would want to quit because no, they're not children. And you hating on the fact that they're not children anymore and they're not singing those songs anymore or doing dances anymore is weird. It is weird. They hate that they don't wear tutus anymore. You know, their flowy dresses. Like, they're 20. Again, they're 20, Kai. They're 20. Come on now. Like, they're not gonna wear tutus forever. I'm sorry to tell it to you. They're wearing dresses. Actual dresses that are still cute, by the way. They're still cute. Like, come on. And like, it's not that they don't even like perform the cute songs either. They still perform "Give Me Chocolate" and "Megitsune" all the freaking time. You know, they literally performed "Ine" for Fox Day. Like, just get what they give you. Like, I'm sorry, like just get what they give you. Um, like people will be like, oh, they're not kawaii anymore. Like, oh, they're not kawaii. Blah, blah, blah. They're 20. Okay. Now, this debacle on Reddit. So it all started with Yui's Day, and I think this situation proves how much people do not want to move on from Yui. So a few weeks ago, this person on Reddit was like, should we have a Momo's Day and when should it be? Because if you don't know, in Babymetal, each day of the week is like dedicated to something for Babymetal. So like Sunday is Sue, Monday is Moa, Tuesday is Yui. I'm pretty sure Wednesday is Kami Band. I don't know what Thursday was before, but then Friday was the Goodies Day. And basically Goodies is like all the good things, good old things from Babymetal before. And so this person had like three options. They were like, oh, should Yui and Momo share a day? Should Yui take over? I mean, should Momo take over Yui's day and Yui retires her day, or should Momo take over like Saturday, whatever? And I agree with the fact that Momo should take over Tuesday, solely because Momoko's lucky number is 3. Momoko 333. Monday, Tuesday, wait, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is the third day, and you know, I always cringe whenever I see like, oh, Yui's day, anything for new or old for Yui, and like there is nothing new of Yui, so why even keep up the thread? Like what you're doing is you're posting this 10 to like 17-year-old girl every single Tuesday, every single year. There is nothing new to give. You're just posting a little kid every single year. And like they rarely even post like her like 17-year-old self either. Like they literally just post her like what 9 to like 11-year-old self every year. It's barely even her teenage year photos. It's just creepy. So I'm like, let Momo take over her day, like. And the reaction was mostly the same, like, oh yeah, just have Momo take over her day because there's nothing new of Yui. And honestly, the Yui's day is getting creepy. It's been creepy for 5 years because you're posting the same child every single year. And then the mods was like, okay, so Yui keeps her day, Momo has Thursday. Not even Wednesday, just Thursday. Like, I'm sorry, like, that was so weird. And it really shows that y'all treat Momoko as if she's the fourth member or the fourth wheel. Because she's not even a part of the, oh, Sunday Sue, Monday Moa, or uh, Tuesday Yui. She's a day apart. She's on Thursday. Like, what? And so the reaction was really negative because there is literally nothing new of Yui, and again, it is weird that you're posting a child every single year, especially when she's not even a part of Babymetal anymore. Like, no one's saying that Yui shouldn't be posted anymore in general, or like wasn't a big part of Babymetal. We're just saying that like Momo is a part of Babymetal now. Yui hasn't been a part of Babymetal for 5 years, almost 6. There is no point to keep this thread going. Sorry, not sorry. And all the grown men were mad. Oh, you're replacing you. Be quiet. Now, lastly is the Makuhari Messe shows and Fox Day. So for me personally, I was so excited for the Makuhari Messe shows and Fox Day because these are really big points of a metal that I've never been a part of before. Like, I was never a part of, Fox Days or Makuhari Messe. I was never part of like the big shows because I was never really into. I never got into the actual things, just the music. So this year was really, a big year. And so I already made a video about Makuhari Messe, the new third member. People thought it was Momoko for obvious reasons, but there was like a big big portion of people that thought it was Yui for some reason. Like, again, her goodbye message was so clear that she would never be coming back to metal as or Yui metal in general, literally. And yeah, and ever since it got announced that Momoko was going to be the new member, people went crazy, and not in a good way, but in a really surprisingly bad way. Like, when I tell you hundreds of people were leaving the fandom because it wasn't Yui is honestly so crazy to me. It was so crazy. People on Reddit were like, oh, I'm so traumatized from Yui's departure. Like, you're crazy. Go outside. Go pay your bills because I know you're an adult. Do something with your life. Why are you crying? Why are you traumatized over a 17-year-old girl leaving a band? I'm sorry. People were leaving discords, making posts about how, oh, Yui Battle forever, you can't be replaced, you're irreplaceable. Like, okay, thank you, next. Like, okay, leave then. Like, just leave. Just leave. Leave. Like, come on now. Like, you're just being so extra for no reason. Like, people were hating on Momoko as well. Like, I was even on YouTube the other day, just looking at Momoko because I love her so much. So I'm just looking up YouTube things, and they're like, "Oh, the problem with a new member replacing Yui, or Yui's finally not gonna be coming back to Big Metal," like as if that wasn't settled 5 years ago. Like, come on, like, why are you guys acting like she was ever gonna come back in the first place? It's honestly crazy. Like, everyone spoiled my movie on Fox Day. I was so excited for Fox Day because I stayed up all freaking night because I'm like, please be Momoko, please. And it was, but then everyone was just being so angry and mad and annoying. I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why are you being so extra for no freaking reason? There was like no indication of Yui coming back at all, and everyone just blew up, got mad. And so right now, people are still not really accepting a Momoko. I don't think that she'll ever be accepted from the fandom because people are so freaking delusional and are obsessed with this girl that isn't even popular anymore. She's a private citizen who's literally being harassed by these people. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, those are my thoughts. This fandom is crazy. I left it. I literally deleted Discord, Reddit, and Twitter because I'm so sick of the shenanigans. I am sick of the shenanigans. All you guys do is fight every single freaking day, and now I'm blocking every Yui fan page, every Baby Metal fan page that doesn't include Momoko because y'all are freaking insane and weird. So, yeah. See you!